everyone. Welcome back to Katarina's Garage. My name is Katarina Lloyd, and today, well, I'm not fully installing this. I am just drilling the holes for it. But when you see this video, it'll be a full installation, including actually modifying the bar. Because the problem that we have is that it actually hits the air cleaner. Because, as you can tell, there's not a lot of space between the bar and there. So I've actually gotten like an accurate representation of how much you can really do, and it's not a lot of space. Like, I mean, you've got, so between the lip of the air cleaner and the edge of this, it's only about that big between these two fingers here, right? So with that in mind, I am going to, at the very least, get this to where I can drill, which basically just means, hey, I'm going to be painting a little bit in spots so that I know where to drill. Now, it also requires me to remove the starter solenoid, so I might not end up drilling this hole because I don't really want to disassemble the car too much, because this is not going to stay in here, obviously, because like I said, it's going to need to be modified because this bar is going to need to go down. It's going to go down like this and just go right over top of the valve cover. Like, it might just need to be bent out a little more, and then just immediately down, or we just cut it right here, point it down, and then run it that way, and then it should give us enough room to run the dual snorkel air cleaner that I want to run, actually. So I'll have the best of both worlds with the strut brace plus that. So let's get started here. So right now, all I'm doing is just like painting off spots. I don't want to get the paint. I just have some flat black paint. It'll work. And then I'll start drilling some holes. So let's get cracking. Alright, well, you can tell I did spray in those holes, so hopefully, I believe it's all lined up properly. There might be a little bit of overspray in a couple of spots, but that's okay. Doesn't really mind. I didn't even bother actually taping this area because, well, I kind of had to hold it up while I taped it, and I just didn't feel like trying to do that at the same time. My dad's like on the phone with a friend of his, so actually a really good friend of his named Kelly, and she's awesome. But yeah, anyways, so now I'm just waiting for this to dry, then I can peel the tape off, and then I can get to drill in my holes. At least these two here, those two back there, and the one up top there. I can't do that bottom one there, like I said, because I need to remove the starter solenoid, and I'd rather wait to do that. So yeah. Although something I just realized that I can actually show you is, well, there's a couple of things that I forgot to show you, and that is, well, of course, so you see the hose that goes down to here, you can actually pull it off right there, so then you can actually pull your hose with the grommet through, and that way, but to get inside of there, there is 3 screws that are, you can see the holes right there, there, and on the end there, they're Phillips head screws. Once you do that, you can take it off, but you will also need to raise up the this little tab here, and then it should just pull off. I was having a little difficulties pulling it off for some reason, but you might need to like get your screwdriver under there and pull up like that a little bit. Just be careful because you don't want to like damage the plastic. But yeah, and then it should come right out, honestly. It's a pretty simple little thing to do. So yeah, honestly, I love how modular these cars are. Very, very simple to work on. All right, so as you can see, he's got the death wheel out. Gonna be cutting this so that it'll actually fit a bigger air cleaner in the car. So yeah. Oh, God, it's so... Yeah, love not having a work table. Professional. Ah, so close. That's one. Yeah, so for reference, like he's cutting these so that what we're going to do is bend it down so that the air cleaner will actually fit over top of it. So that's what we're doing right now. Woo! You ruined it! No. Pretty simple.
It's gonna fit way better now.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Nothing's gonna be off at all. I won't have to, you know, remark my holes or anything. It'll be fine. Yeah, there you go. Wicked handlebar extension. Yeah, baby. Yeah. For your bike. Let's go. All right, so what Pat's going to be doing here is he's actually going to be brazing it on. You can see the tiny little... Stick weld, sorry. Tiny little rod with the stick weld. But it'll work. It's going to be a little ugly, but that's okay. So I'm on this side because, well, we didn't think about clamping it. So I'm going to be holding both these pieces kind of like that. He's going to have to fill it in a decent amount. And then once he has it up there, then I can do it here. And then... Okay, that's in place there. Just trying to line it up perfectly. That's the tricky part. Right there. Okay. Good. Yep. I'm looking away.
Good. Hang on.
Yep.
It's a miss.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Okay, here's tack.
All right, perfect. It's holding.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Hey.
Yeah, and then just tack this side, and then we can take it out.
Yeah.
So perfect. So you get the idea what we're doing here. All right, well, kind of skipped a couple of steps. To be honest, it's not fully bolted in. Like, it's just bolted in on the back right now, and these are not bolted in because I need to take the fender liners out to actually get access to these properly. So, like, you can just barely touch the bolt when it's through. So, yeah, that's why it's, like, kind of off because it's tightened in the back. So, honestly, that was really good. So, anyways, I appreciate every single one of you tuning into this video. Like I said, I'll button this up and then you'll see that. You'll see it in like later videos and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more content and I'll catch you again soon. Bye!